Good afternoon, everyone, or good morning, or good evening, depending on which part of the world you're joining us. It's really nice to see all of you back again on this virtual platform, and thank you all for taking the time out to be here today. I'm Karan Mulchandani. I'm the founder of a social enterprise called Enlightened Sapiens, and I'll be your host for today. As you all know, SABF comprises of 5 countries: Nepal, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, and India. And on behalf of the South Asia Bonsai Federation, I'd like to extend a very, very warm welcome to all of you here today to witness a demonstration on bonsai in exposed root style by none other than Master Budi Sulitsyo from Indonesia. During the demonstration, if you have any questions, you can put it in the chat box and we'll answer them at an appropriate time. So this session is being held to kick off the DBS, that is the Digital Bonsai School, the overall 6th batch and the 3rd batch in the English language. This session has specially been made available for free for all bonsai artists. Subsequent classes will be paid and the new batches will commence from 25th March and their details will be shared very, very shortly during this program. So stay tuned. And in order to begin today's program, I'd like to invite the president of SABF, Mr. Ravindran Damodaran, to say a few words and tell us a bit more about today's event. But before that, I'd like to introduce him and tell you a little bit more about Ravindran sir, though he needs no introduction. He's also the president of the Kerala Bonsai Association and a director of the World Bonsai Friendship Federation, WBFF. He is based out of Nagarcoil, South India, and started his bonsai journey in 1970s. Master Ravindran has one of the largest individual collection of bonsai in the country, and his Nikki Bonsai Garden is home to more than 500 fully developed bonsai trees in a wide range of species. Mr. Ravindran started off as a self-taught bonsai artist, but later Master Ravindran attended classes, demonstration, and workshops held all over India by renowned international masters. In 2005, he assisted Master Peter Chan in a bonsai demonstration at the All India Bonsai Convention organized by the Indian Bonsai Association, Delhi. Master Ravindran has conducted many bonsai demonstrations at national and international levels. He regularly conducts bonsai lectures and demonstrations from his Nikki Bonsai Garden through online as well as offline modes. Master Ravindran has won several national and international honors and awards. I'd like to welcome you, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you very much, Kiran. Dear friends, it is of great pleasure to me to inaugurate this digital school's first batch of classes during my period by a demo and teaching by the great Indonesian master, Mr. Budi Sulitsyo. Digital Bonsai School is an integral part of SABF, founded and developed by Sneha ma'am during her tenure as the president of SABF. Now it is my responsibility to take it to even greater heights with all your cooperation. I am happy that Mr. Sudhir Jadhav, Secretary of SABF, who is also the founder faculty and in charge of DBS, has formulated an excellent and advanced curriculum for teaching. Different subjects will be taught by our other founder faculties, Rajiv Vaidya, Veer Chowdhury, Gaurav Majumdar, Virendra Singh Chauhan, Ajay Mohanty, and Anil Upadhyaya. The Hindi version of the curriculum will be started soon under the supervision of Mr. Rajiv Vaidya, the SABF treasurer. We are fortunate that this time we got Mr. Budi Sulitsyo for the kickoff function of our first batch of Digital Bonsai School. He is going to demonstrate on how to effectively create bonsai in exposed root style. Thank you very much, Mr. Budi sir, for accepting our invitation. Before concluding, let me thank Sneha ma'am for all the guidance and support extended to SABF and Digital Bonsai School team. I also thank all the bonsai lovers present here today for attending this online demo. I'm sure all of you will find today's demo useful in your bonsai creations. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ravindran sir. And as already mentioned earlier, and as Ravindran ji has also said, the new DBS batch will be starting from 25th March. And I would request Mr. Gaurav Majumdar, who is the founder faculty of the Digital Bonsai School, to share some more details about this. A little bit more about Gaurav. He's a software engineer by profession, but into bonsai for 22 years. He established Bengal Bonsai with artists from Bengal and was the winner of Kinban Bonsai Magazine Bronze Award for outstanding work on Celtics. He has also been selected as a BCI instructor. Good afternoon, Gaurav, and if you can just tell us a little bit more about this batch.
Thank you so much, Karan. It's such a pleasure to be among all of you, and thanks to everyone who has given me this responsibility to teach and share knowledge through the DBS batch. So, as Karan already informed all of you, so this is the sixth batch and the third bonsai batch in English. Okay, so the course fees for this would be only 3,000 rupees, and we would be having the sessions on Saturdays and Sundays, and we would also be teaching everything in details. The best part is that in this batch we are going to teach a digital topic called the using My Bonsai Art app. So using that app you can do a lot of things. You can do, you can make simulations of your bonsais which are not present, like you can add branches, you can do a lot of things with that app. So it's something that is that will be a new thing to you. So stay tuned with us to learn that. Along with that, we would be going through a lot of topics in details, like pruning, then advanced care for bonsai, then feeding chart. Like the feeding chart would be provided to all of you regarding feeding in taking into consideration the climatic conditions of your state and everything in detail. So we would be sharing with you a schedule. Along with that, we would be sharing you watering guide and some typical species guide with species inherent to India, like Muraya, tamarind, Strabulus asper. So those three species we would be getting into details and explaining to all of you. Apart from that, in styles, we would be talking about literary styles and preparing bonsai for shows and demonstrations. So all these 10 topics will be taught to all of you in this 6 sessions. And I would request you all to stay tuned, just like every other session that we have had in the past. This session would also have, a lot of detailed explanation and a lot of detailed knowledge sharing. It will not be basic classes. It will be something to really cherish forward to. Thank you all. Thanks, Karan.
Thank you, Gaurav. Yes, so for those of you who are interested or who are joining us late for this, we are talking about the Digital Bonsai School, the batch which is starting on 25th March. So you can connect with the team if you'd like to enroll for this. There are, of course, limited seats, so you can enroll as soon as the session is done. So yes, thanks, Gaurav, once again for very beautifully explaining the topics that we'll be learning. And at this point, I'd like to call upon the Secretary of SABF, Mr. Sudhir Jadhav, to introduce Master Budi Sulitsyo, what we're waiting for and we're very excited for. A little bit more about Sudhir. He's also the International Coordinator and former Vice President of the Indian Bonsai Society, Mumbai. Sudhir is the lead and founder faculty for the Suzuki and Bonsai arms of the Digital Bonsai School, incorporated by SABF. Sudhir is currently working with Suzuki Master Tom Ilias on various projects and a book as well. Sudhir is the recipient of the Sasyabadhu Award for Bonsai Art Development. He has also been invited by the Bonsai and Suzeki Alliance, that is BSAPI, for a lecture on Suzeki at the forthcoming Bonsai Club's International BCI convention in April 2023. He has set up a beautiful bonsai design studio called Bonsai Euphoria at Karjat near Mumbai. Good afternoon, Sudhir.
Thank you, Karan. Thank you for the introduction. It's a great honor for me to introduce Master Budi Sulitsyo. He also happens to be my Suiseki teacher. Master Budi Sulitsyo was born in Magelang on February 25th, 1952. Master Budi started his bonsai journey in 1976. He joined the Indonesian Bonsai Society in 1982. Master Budi is considered as one of the bonsai pioneers in Indonesia. Master Budi started teaching bonsai in 1984, wrote a book called Bonsai in 1988, which has been printed for more than 15 times. The revised edition was published in 2008. The second book, Aesthetica Bonsai Magna and Pembentukannya, was published in 1997 in Indonesian language. The Tropical Bonsai Gallery was his last book, published in 2008 in English and Indonesian edition. Master Budi writes in local and international magazines. For almost 10 years, since 1985, he taught bonsai on national television in Indonesia. Master Budi is invited in several countries in Asia, Australia, America, Africa, and Europe to give demonstrations, workshops, and for judging bonsai. He is also the first person in Indonesia to be awarded by Nippon Bonsai Association for his work Eugenia uniflora in 1988. And in 2006, his work Tamarindus indica won the runner-up prize in the World Bonsai Contest. He first came to India in the year 1992, and he has been frequently visiting India for the last 30 years for bonsai teaching and demonstrations. Master Budi was the headliner in the first Asia Pacific Bonsai Convention and the chief of operations in the 9th ASPAC in Bali. He is the director of Bonsai Club International BCI. He is now an active YouTuber. It's nice to have you, Budi sir. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sudhir. And also, I first congratulate you and Korab that's already appointed as a BCI instructor. And both will perform in BCI in Philippines.
Thank you.
And as you know that my name is Budi Sulitsyo. I've been in India in the last 30 years, over 20 times, I think I've been to India. And in fact, I love the country so much. I love the people, I love the food, and especially I love the culture. And I saw that in the last years, bonsai has grown up very well, especially when so many men get involved in bonsai. So that I saw that now so many big bonsai and so many different kind of species, local species found. And I'm so lucky that I've been to India several times. I brought home many, many trees that now couldn't find in any place in my country because it was originated from India. I even don't know the Indian name. So maybe later on I will ask people from India to identify that kind of plant that now some become beautiful bonsai. So this time I'm going to introduce the exposed root style bonsai, something which is a bit simple and maybe some people call it old-fashioned, but it is the style that that's very interesting to learn and also to be developed because you can develop something different. So I think thank you very much for the South Asia Bonsai Federation. Thank you very much for especially Mrs. Neprasar, who has encouraged all the Indians to grow much better right now, and also encourage about the teaching that I think it will be very good for India. And I'm quite sure that in the near future, India will be a strong country in bonsai. So thank you very much.
Over to you, Karan. Yeah, sir, you would like to start your demonstration now?
Okay, so I will do my demonstration. It is starting from a kind of raw material.
Thank you.
This one is Rhytia religiosa. You see, it is a wild plant already that I've let it grow for over 1 year. Just I put it in a pot like this and let the roots grow down to the deep pot so that the roots will develop. And you see that I let all the trunks grow high, and then they will create a lot of roots down there. So the purpose of this trunk is only as a sub trunk, so that it will suck the food from the tree, and then encourage the growth of the root. But afterwards, we consider that the job is finished, so that we have to get rid of that one. So do not cry for ladies if I cut too much for this one until it becomes small. This is a very high one, but I have to cut it.
Sir, how old is this material? How long you have been training this material or growing this material?
Oh, this one is probably around 7 years already. 7 years. And right here, religiosa is a nice plant and easy to grow, but it loves humidity and it loves water. So you have to shower it with a lot of water every day. And the soil mix, I just use sand mixed with, in fact, humus. But for simpler thing, I just use rice husk mixed with the sand, and then you put some slow release fertilizer. Here we have what is called osmocot or decastar that can retain the food for 3 months up to 6 months, so that it will help the plant in case we do not feed it well with normal fertilizer. And you see that from something big, I'm going to change it into something small. You see that from that high plant, I cut it short already. And
Okay.
still remains some more trunks that I'm going to cut it off. Anyhow, you see that, in fact, from the very beginning, I've chosen that one trunk to be the future of this plant. So later on, that one trunk should be developed into a taller trunk, but with a nice shape. So I purposely still keep that one because it is closer to this one. So there is still possibility to use this small trunk to become a branch of the main bonsai later on. This is you can see now that now it is much simpler.
Budi sir, can you hear me?
Yes.
Sir, like, can we bring the plant a little bit closer to the camera, because many people are not able to, properly see the tree because it's a little bit far from the camera, and hence it's a little bit hazy.
Okay.
So,
Okay. So formally, I just take the camera far away from the tree because the tree is very high. But
yeah,
now, as the tree is short, so I will put it closer. Just let me
thank you.
arrange for a while.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, I think now everybody can see the structure clearly.
Is it close enough?
Yes, sir. This is good. Thank you.
Yes, it is quite close. And well, you let it grow for 1 or 2 years, but you get rid of it in 5 minutes. Get rid of them in 5 minutes. But because course, the purpose is not on the trunk itself. So we have to accept the sacrifice of all the trunk, and we have to thank for all the trunk that they have done their function. Do you have many Vaidya religiosa in India?
Yes, sir. We have a lot of Vaidya religiosa in India.
Yeah. Vaidya religiosa, in fact, is a quick growing tree, so that now many people in Indonesia start to train it as like a banyan tree with a lot of roots.
Budi sir, this Raitya is small leaf variety or bigger leaf variety?
I think this is just normal, the medium, just not just normal Raitya religiosa. So not the small leaf. Vietnam has a lot of variety of Raitya religiosa. No need to have a very small leaves, because Raitya religiosa, during the training, we also can make the leaves small.
Okay. Thank
And
you.
now we have to put, don't forget to put the cut paste on the wound.
Sir, Gaurav here. One small question.
Yes.
That is right here grows very well in particularly in the climate in Kolkata. What happens is like it grows amazingly well in summers and monsoon, but after when the winter chill comes, it becomes purely dormant. So, is there any special care? Sometimes I get dieback in even right ears during harsh winters. So, is there anything like other than keeping it inside? Shade net, the greenhouse, like is there anything else that we can do to protect the tree?
I think uh, you have to protect the tree by especially from wind. Yeah, you put the
Okay.
to keep it, you keep it in a place where the wind couldn't blow it, because the wind is very bad thing. And also you can give a B vitamin to that right here, and try to give a little bit of salt water, because salt water, a light one, will help the tree to get stronger during the winter. So try to give a little salt water.
A little bit of salt water, sir, is that what you say?
Yeah.
Okay.
A little
Okay.
bit of salt water. Just try, because that is
Okay.
my experience on the plant. Like on Pemphigus acidula, so they are very strong because during the cold time, because of the salt water. And I think if it is applied on one plant, it could be applied on other plants. You see,
Okay.
but here in the country where the climate is changed time by time, the protection of the plant sometimes is something that is unavoidable, that we have to do that.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. And regarding vitamin B that you said using, so we recently got some vitamin B called vitamin B start from Thailand, and we are using that. But can we use the normal vitamin B for human beings that we get in very light
Yeah,
dose?
in fact, B complex. B
Yeah, B
complex
complex.
yeah, it will make the tree stronger. And also, in case you want them to to bear fruits, to bear flowers and fruits. B vitamin also will make the tree stronger.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir.
And now it is the time to wire this plant. But wire can be done later on. Yeah. I just want to take it out from the pipe. That is a PVC pipe, and also to see the situation of the roots over there. I need the help of my assistant, so I will call Bejo to help me to nggak dia ya mau kawakin dulu atau tinggal dulu. Yeah. So I will ask him first to wire, afterwards to take it out of the pot. So let him help me wiring. Kamu kawatin dulu. So for the time being, Sudhir, can you
Yes,
show
sir.
the picture of a finish right here?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is the Rhytia religiosa with exposed root. Do you think it is not good?
It's beautiful, sir.
Yeah, I think it's beautiful. And in fact, that is the idea of creating this one. Maybe the style is not the same, but you see, the trunk is created by a lot of roots together, and the exposed roots over there. And because it is in a semi-cascade style, so the pot is a little bit deep. But for that, maybe we will not use a little bit deep pot, and we will still use a deep pot for training, because it might take another 1 or 2 years to get the complete upper structure. You see that quite often that in demonstration or in that you can see direct bonsai. After demonstration, it becomes beautiful. But in fact, that is only for certain kind of tree that has been prepared before. Whereas in general, it is just like what I did. So you cut, afterwards you wait until the trunk is finished. After you put some wire and other, and then you make another preparation, and you have to wait for another year or two to make them beautiful. Sometimes we can make a tree very quickly, but sometimes it might take years and even over 10 years. That's the real of bonsai. That because bonsai is an art that we enjoy the art and become our friend. So bonsai become our friend. We are getting old together with the bonsai. And in fact, that is the way of thinking of doing bonsai. But people also can think that their intention is on financial thing. So they want to do bonsai quicker and then sell them. That is much quicker. But if you want to sell, it's better if you sell semi-finished material, because the semi-finished material is quicker to do, and you give opportunity to the buyer to trade the semi-finished bonsai into their bonsai, their beautiful bonsai. And in the semi-finished bonsai, you also have to give a chance for the new owner to do some correction with the bonsai, with the material, so that it can give a feeling for the new owner to create something. They will feel that their plant was formerly so bad, and then change into something different, and not only following the what is done by the first grower. And now, Sudip, can you show the second plant?
Yes, sir.
This is Ficus macrocarpa. Formerly, it is just it is not as that thick, the trunk, but I just raise up the way of planting that one, so that I use the roots to become some part of the trunk, and because it's so many, so that they'll become like the trunk itself, but they are still exposed roots. We still show that they are from different roots. This is another example of exposed root, but in a short, just in a short trunk. And in fact, we can also make a very high. For instance, we have the roots so long, and then we turn the root up and here and there, and then it becomes like a trunk, which consists of several roots. That's also possible to make that one. So that you have a lot of options to do that. So that's why I try to introduce the exposed root bonsai in this session. So, any questions so far?
Yeah, I have a question for you, sir. In the first picture, the pot that you used, the square tall pot, was a temporary pot, right? I mean, you're going to use another pot once the plant is fully ready.
This one, you mean?
Yes, sir. This is the temporary pot, right? The raised
No.
tall
This
pot.
is permanent pot.
This is the permanent pot.
The style is semi-cascade. Whereas to my mind, in fact, it was not mine. I just saw it in one of the exhibitions. I just took it. But if it were mine, I would change the pot into not that tall, because the semi-cascade is still not touching the lid of the pot, but it is still high, so that it is not really very suitable for this plant. So, for instance, if an oval and a bit long pot will be much better in composition. You get my idea?
Yes, sir, we got it. Thank you.
Yeah, and I'll come back now to the plant. Tin agak kurang. Kurang aja ya. Okay, so this will be the shape of the plant. This is the shape of the plant right now. Your picture is blocking the Judith. Your picture is blocking the. Anything I'm
Is it fine now, Budi sir?
No. It is temporary like this. I still don't want to cut that one because I want to see what is inside there. So now I'm going to take it out from the pipe. So I will ask my assistant again to help me to take it out from the pipes.
Sir, how long has been this plant in the pot like this?
It is around 2 years already.
Okay.
Sir, Pallavi has a question. She's asking, like, what is the style that you are thinking about, the final style that you are thinking about the tree? Will it be after you take it out from the pot?
Yes, after taking out of the pot, and then we'll see the shape of the root over there. And then
Okay.
whether it is still possible to modify the root or we only have to follow. Because the root is how many roots we don't know. And then how big the roots are, we don't know. So
Okay.
some of the roots have to be taken away. Some are kept.
I hope that answers the question, Pallavi. We'll wait for the roots to be exposed, and then Buddhisa will.
Yeah, so you see. So you see the root is like that. And then you have to take out all the roots. The roots are so many already, and we want to take it out and then just squeeze it, and then pull it from the pipe. If you want to make it quicker, you can use bigger training pots, or even plant it in the ground. Mau dipotong. So I think it is too tight already. It is too tight. So the root must grow. So we have to cut off the pipes. So until what time to this? The program? so that I can estimate how quick I have to work.
We have another half an hour for you, sir.
Sorry,
Half an hour more?
half an hour.
Yeah, half an hour.
Okay. So I have to do a little bit quick.
You can take your time, sir, no problem.
Yeah.
Budi
Sir,
sir,
Yes.
I have a question. Can
Yes.
you tell me this right here, it belongs to Malaysia or Indonesia?
I think Malaysia, I think right here is a plant that grows in the Southeast Asia. It grows a lot in Vietnam. Especially Vietnam is very old right here
Bonsai.
over there.
Okay.
Yeah. And in Malaysia also so many. But countries that develop right here so much, the first time was in fact Vietnam grew right here, but the style was a little bit old-fashioned. Malaysia grew it in a better way that made it like a tree, more like a tree. But later on, now Vietnam also tried to catch up, and then
Yes.
but the quality of Vietnam is they have older tree. So
Okay.
if I may say that maybe originated in Vietnam, maybe.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
And in Vietnam, you have much more variety of raffia.
Uh-huh.
Budi sir, I have a question.
Yes, Rafindranji.
In the first picture that you showed, I had seen there is very beautiful movement in the roots.
Yes.
Is there a special technique where you can bring in that movement in the roots?
I mean, in the finish for bonsai.
Yes.
So, oh, sorry, it's Rajiv. Yeah, it is a Chaudhary. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Pale.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see the shape of the root. Afterwards, we try to adjust it.
Okay.
So you see that we cut off the pipes. We cut off the pipes and then we take out the plant and then we clean. And now you could see that the shape of we have to clean that one. Christina. So here that later on you could see the shape of the roots in this plant, and then we can arrange the roots in line with. You could see that here also a lot of roots, but what we are going to use is the thick roots. I'm sure that for the plants in the picture, they have taken longer time in training in the pipe. This one is on the train for around almost 2 years.
Budi sir, can we wire these roots also and shape them and put
Oh
it in?
yes, yeah, not totally wired, but it is a kind of bind the root. Yeah.
Budi sir, is there any technique to design the roots? I mean, make them fat, make them look more beautiful. I think that is what Vero is also trying to ask you.
I think the way is afterward we plant it again here. Maybe the pot should be bigger, and then like this, and then we bind that one. We bind so that, say you see that we put some raffia and cover that one so that the root will be inside the raffia, and then put it on top of the soil, and then it will grow so that all the roots will develop here, whereas the roots for getting food is only the down part here. The upper part here is only getting thicker, and because we shape it with raffia, so that it will follow the shape we want. If we want to have it to make it like the picture, can you show the picture again, Ravindran? Sudhir, can you show the first picture?
Yes, sir. Karan, can we have the first picture, please? Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Okay, you see the picture over there that it is so thick in the bottom, right?
Yes.
So the roots are also taper. In this case, the shape of the roots are also taper. In this case, you can put something inside. You can put something inside, maybe some woods or some stones or whatever, and then try to insert something inside here, and then try to develop it a little bit.
Yes. And
So
I have
so that it spread. It spread and becomes bigger on the outside. So, so coba cari anu tuh apa
sir, I have
kayu
observed whenever
atau buat ganjel gitu. Yes.
Sir, I have observed whenever we expose roots or take them out from the soil and expose them to the weather, like sun, water, and all, the roots become thicker very fast.
Yeah. So that afterwards, by time, they will grow and they will bind and intertwine together. So, like the picture you saw in the first picture, they already intertwine beautifully. And if you put it in a thick pot, in the big pot, deep especially, and then it will grow quicker. It will grow quicker, become thicker, and more roots will come here. And then you can also cover it with plastic, and then put some moss inside, or only a little moss. I mean, just to make the moist inside, but the growth will be on the down part. So, for instance, that is a piece of bricks. You put it inside, or you can prepare a piece of wood, just to fill in inside. So a lot of variations you can make. You can make this part if you want to make it small, and then you can twist it, and so that all the roots will be like a trunk which is twisted here and there. It's also possible. Or you can, what I'm doing here is just to make it look thicker on the lower part. Anyhow, you have many options to do, because as an artist, you are free to do your idea, to expose your idea in the tree. So like this, and then it will be thicker. You see, you can see that it will be thicker on the. It will be thicker. So that I will put kasih tanah dulu. Dari pusing nggak usah taruh sini, nanti siap di sini susah. So later on, a lot of roots will come, and then the breaks or if you put some wood, it all will covered with roots, so that at last you can only see the roots which is twisted here and there, intertwined, and become that beautiful. And if you ever look at this one, I think concerned with the style, this one will not be necessary. So I will cut off this one. Like it.
Gaurav, Karan, can you please take up questions, if any, on the chat box one by one?
Sure. Budi sir, there's a question, and Priya, we'll get to you as well. Would you like to unmute yourself?
Yes.
Vanaja ma'am had a question. How long is it kept in the training pot, and when is it shifted to a bonsai pot? Basically, a question is, yes.
I think it depends so much on the shape you're gonna. I mean, you want a big one, or you want a medium one, or you want a small one. If you want a smaller one, the shape would be. I mean, the pot could be smaller, and if you put a big pot, the time will be quicker. So I think around 2 years you can start doing the like this one. This is the this is the first. I mean, the first action done to change it into another training pot. One in the training pot, but with 5. Now in the training pot without 5.
Thank you, sir. Vanaja ma'am, I
And
think that answers it.
we could insert some moss inside here, so that it will not dry. The roots will not totally dry, but still the new roots will come up again if you put some moss on it. Oh, yeah.
Sir, how much of the vitamin B complex do you use? Like, what is the frequency and what is the dosage approximately?
Vitamin B, I think around around probably one and a half cc per liter, yeah, 1.5 cc per liter, and
And what is the frequency, sir? Like once in a month?
could be once or twice in a month.
Okay.
Now you see the formerly it is as thick as this one, but now the trunk is as thick as that one. This is how many times compared with that one. So it's already a high jump concerned with the thickness of the tree by using the exposed roots.
Budi sir, can you tell us in what styles or what designs the exposed root style tree can be grown in? Like what you're doing is, I think, a semi-cascade.
I think now it's I think it's time to develop the upper part. The upper part we can make it a little bit like a little bit. We can bend down a little bit and try to make, and so that it will be like a windswept style later on. Windswept style.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And then make it as like the apex. Make it like the apex. Or you can make whatever you like. You're free to do whatever you like.
So we can
want to
apply
make it,
all styles.
yeah, you can put it up, make it as a high plant. It's also possible. Showing showing your interest on the tree. If you want it a little bit tall, as a tall tree, it's also possible. We can do that. So it's up to you, whatever you want to. You could see from here, it's the shape. The shape is, I miss the shape, the curve. It's so beautiful. And you want to continue the curve. It's also possible. So the style, it depends on your personality. What you like your son will be. This is your son. What your son will be. This is another style that you can make.
Budi sir, Rishi wants to know like what are the aftercare things that we need to do specifically for exposed roots?
I think only we have to cut for this one for temporary with the moss.
Okay.
For temporary, we cover with the moss. But later on, the moss will be taken away, and really we clean everything so that the root we can see it clearly. It is really exposed.
Thank you, sir.
So is it worth it or not? You think if we create something like this from the material that is formerly only a waste, yeah, but now you create something which is different and more beautiful. And if you want to shape it differently, it's also possible. So maybe you want to make it like this. It's also possible. So it's really up to you, whatever you want to do with your plant. So how many more minutes I have?
You can take your time, sir, no problem. It is so interesting. We are all engrossed.
Yeah. Okay, so if I still have time, I'm going to show you another tree, which is almost finished. That is another exposed root tree, but different species. So ini diambil tuh, diganti yang itu yang.
It's a very beautifully designed tree. Thank you so much, sir.
So in bonsai, pohon satunya.
Super.
You see, it is another exposed root tree, another exposed root tree, another exposed root that I designed it. So I'm going to show you. I'll try to put it in a permanent pot so that you can have a look at. It is already passing that first design. Now it's going to the second design, to the final care. So you can use something like that to cover your plant that already exposed, like the first one, and then cover all with this kind of fiber, and then ini dia ambil. Ada titik bawahnya.
Karan, do you have more slides for us or any information for us you can put up now?
Yes. I'll just share that with everyone. So while Budi sir is getting that ready, I just wanted to share this information which Budi sir already mentioned, that in February 2023, two of our Indian bonsai artists, as you can see on the slide, Master Sudhir Jadhav and Gaurav Majumdar, were appointed as the BCI instructor teacher. Sudhir is appointed as an instructor teacher for bonsai and Suzuki, and Gaurav is appointed as an instructor for bonsai. Both these artists are the founder faculty of the Digital Bonsai School. A very proud moment for the Digital Bonsai School. So as you know, we have the next batch starting from 25th March. The link will be shared to register. So you all can definitely check that out. You're in good company and good hands. And also, just want to remind you that we already have two of our masters, that is Mrs. Mangala Rao and Mr. Ravindran Damodar, who are already appointed as BCI bonsai instructors. So you can view their profiles at www.bonsai-bci.com. So yes, I just wanted to share this while Budi sir was getting it ready. Big round of applause to our masters, a very big achievement.
Thank you for sharing that, Karan.
And also, Indonesia will have a PCI convention in August, probably starting from August 2 or 3 to August 6 or 7. And we expect many of you will go to Indonesia and will observe the exhibition. And if any of you have planned to participate, is also welcome, so that
we look forward to, sir.
Yeah, really we expect a big group from India could come to Indonesia.
Definitely, sir. As all of you know, there's going to be a BCI convention in the month of April, from April 30th to May 3rd in Vigan City in Philippines. We have already shared a lot of information about this particular convention. Those who are interested to travel to Philippines are requested to contact me so that we can do the needful. So both Gaurav and me, we are going to perform in the BCA convention in April and May. Gaurav is going to do a bonsai demonstration, and I'm going to speak about Suiseki. So we would like to have a lot of Indian delegates to come along with us. We would like to have a lot of people coming along with us to encourage us over there. So we look forward to a lot of participation from all the Indian bonsai artists. Back to you, Karan.
Thank you, Sudhir. Yeah, just putting back Budi sir's unbelievable plant material. It's
Superb.
This material is called Chinese box orange. Tadi anu hijau tanah. Tapi kawat harus ikut proses. Mati dulu. Because it's tall and then quite possible to be unstable in that pot, so I have to put some wire to anchor this root to that pot. And later on, I'm going to wash away all that dirt, all the soil, and take out the fine roots, the small roots, and I will just use the roots on buckets to grow, and then the position will be like that. So meanwhile, the wire is being prepared to anchor this plant to the pot.
And just to add to your slide, Karan, Mr. Nikunj Parikh and Mr. Jyoti Parikh, they are also the BCI instructors.
Yeah, Mr.
Yes,
Nikunj and
yes.
Jyoti Parikh are BCI instructors.
The BCI convention in Philippines is from April 30th to March 3rd.
Mewarnai kemana? Ini. Ditambah. Kurangi akan ini. Enggak, nanti aja. Ini waktunya mepet. Ini kalau sama kasih obat, kasih obat sebenarnya ini udah. Obatnya pakai dulu. Kita cocokkan. This is what I call the Mikasa or Osmocot. That is the throw release food, or throw release fertilizer, and then you have to put it around the pot.
I think there's a. Yeah, that's fine. You're back.
Dimasukin baru.
I'd like to know whether the first and the second specimen are both Raitia religiosa.
Sorry.
Budi sir,
Yeah.
both the specimens are Raitia religiosa.
Yeah. The first is the Raitia religiosa.
Okay. And this one?
And then this one is Chinese box orange or
Sorry?
Zephyrenia fuxifolia.
Not able to get that. Sudev sir, can you please type it out for us?
Zephyrenia fuxifolia. I think I got one small material last time from Mr. Nikunj Parekh.
Also, I would like to know whether Premna will be suitable for exposed root style.
Sorry?
Premna?
I think all plants can be made.
Okay.
All plants, yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much.
So this is approximately the shape of the plant. So you have to cover this osmocot with some soil so that it is not exposed to sun. Because if it is exposed to sun, it will get dry, and then it will not be it will be useless. Whereas if it is it's covered with soil, so they can function well and do their job. And later on, I have to wash the soil here in the upper part, and so that we can see the real expose of the plant. So I think, Karan, that is the end of the session.
Thank you, Budi sir. As you can see, as everyone can see, I think it's just unbelievable what you've done with these materials.
Hey,
And this,
I'm at a session. If it's not urgent, can I call you back?
I,
Now what? But how you feel?
Yes. So yes, thank you, Bodhisa. This was absolutely stunning. There was, I think everyone was so captivated that we don't know where the time went. It was so beautifully explained, and we were lucky enough to see 2 of your plants, sir. So thank you for that extra second plant as well. Genuinely want to thank you for taking the time out for this session today, and which brings us to the end of our program. And I'd like to give the vote of thanks because a lot of people involved, and I don't want to miss anyone out. So on behalf of the South Asia Bonsai Federation, I would like to take this opportunity to thank Master Budi Sulitsyo from Indonesia for a wonderful bonsai lecture and demonstration on the topic of exposed fruits. It was indeed a very enriching and informative session, as we all know. All our participants were very greatly benefited from this knowledge sharing session. So thank you very much, sir, once again. SABF also acknowledges the support provided by Master Kim Se-won, chairman of our parent organization, the World Bonsai Friendship Federation, WBFF. Thank you for gracing this show with your presence and encouraging all of us. This program would not have been successful without the participation of our overseas and national level viewers. Thank you once again for your keen interest and time. And thanks to the president of SABF, Mr. Ravindran Damodaran, for his continued support and guidance. We would also like to acknowledge the guidance of our past president, Mrs. Sneha Prasad. Without them, we wouldn't have achieved this important milestone of holding this session today. So thanks also is due to all the faculty members of the Digital Bonsai School. As you know, we have the Digital Bonsai School upcoming session. So for the upcoming events, we've already put up the slide. If you'd like, you can take a screenshot, but you can get in touch as well. The registration link will be shared shortly. It commences on 25th of March. The details are mentioned on the sheet. The curriculum was explained by Gaurav. And we also have forthcoming events, that is the DBS Bonsai batch in Hindi language, which will be in May, as well as the Suzuki batch the end of June. These are, of course, you can get in touch using any of these mediums, either on WhatsApp or email using this. And we are, of course, Enlightened Sapiens. And thank you once again for taking the time out, all of you, and see you all very soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Budi sir. It was a wonderful demonstration. To all the participants, we have an announcement. We'll be sharing the link for registering for the school from tomorrow onwards. It will be shared on all the groups, so please join the school in large numbers. This fees is minimal, but the curriculum is great. So we look forward to participation from each one of you. See you in our next batch, which will start from 25th of March. Thank you. Thank you, Budi sir. Bye.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Budi sir, and everybody.
Thank you very much for your participation.
Yeah.